How's it going? Welcome back to Bananas Epic Gaming. And today on Bananas Epic Gaming, we have reached the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. The Arizona Cardinals are now in the Super Bowl. I'm still a little sick, so please mind me. I'll be on mute. I think I fixed the rotation. I think I found a way to make sure that Pittman and everybody are on there. And let's get into it. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and here we go.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cardinals and the Chiefs, all that and more, coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the chance from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
But meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this is an organization that's made it to the big game just once before. They lost to the Steelers in Super Bowl 43, but this team committed to bringing that first ever Super Bowl title to the state of Arizona.
And along the way, they've retooled a number of times. Coaching staff, front office, roster turnover. Finally, they got it right, and they got back to the big game.
Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 63 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. The 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Isaac Rochelle just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sideline.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. B.J. Ojulari. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. On third down, it's Pacheco. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And here comes Dortch on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. Shifts by him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jay Sanders, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Mahomes now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 96 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing again, Murray. Goes right back to the play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Murray a give. This is counter. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A give running right is counter. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Off this drive with 6 points. Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
14-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Jay Sanders. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. On the return, Dortch. Ooh, and a juke. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Connor running right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 129 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. After the turnover, here's Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
36 yards on the play. They'll run here with Connor, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cards are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out now come the Cardinals. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles,
might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
That is caught.
Now the ball comes loose.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player, but fortunately, they will have enough to keep the 1st down. On the handoff, counter. And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. To throw, it's Murray.
This is taken in by McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Murray now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Cardinals are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a dump off here complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence out.
It's obviously not on rookie, bro. Just because you suck at the game, don't be mad.
Ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Murray. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been
Yo, kids,
nice,
shut
instead,
up.
At least it'll be 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt.
And this is without any of my starters.
Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Mahomes. Then drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Chiefs now going to get the rest of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second down and 8. They fake the give. Now Mahomes throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And again, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
I banned that guy.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long.
Let's go to Antonio. I just had a troll being my channel on the stream.
They'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but
yeah, that's going to be pass interference.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's big
I don't know
stage.
what I was worried about. I don't have half my starters because their fatigue is all the way down.
Their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game...
No, these are not the players I scouted. The players that I scouted won't come into the next season, so after this game and the next live stream. Because the next live stream is going to be the full off season.
First down, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I might do that after the pay-per-view tonight.
It's not one drop. It's not two. That's three.
Or on Thursday.
Contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
What the fuck was that,
Another throw on
Mahomes?
second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
It hit him in the head. Son of a bitch, man.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Escaping the pressure right.
And, oh, that's
That's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that was a stupid play.
Their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And out come the Chiefs now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is taken at about the 14. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory,
too bad we don't have Pittman or Brown or Moore or Ertz.
Right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Who cares if Connor wins the MVP?
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he goes out right around the 39.
He's a decent third down back.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I find it kind of funny that now Jonathan Taylor got paid his money. When we traded for him, we paid more, but we got him for more years.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good defensively. Thought he was
I think we gave him like a 7-year deal, so I put him at 30 last season for like $13 million a year.
Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker
Khalil
was,
Herbert we got
sure
for 5 years for $5 million.
And it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra
I know
beef,
I
they
want to
wanna run the
draft
football,
myself
but that means if I want to run it inside,
some
if you get
O-line
strung out
help,
on the perimeter,
Leo,
you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result.
and
Negative
maybe
yardage.
Tyler Hunt from the wrestling drafts,
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
and KB from
KC's
the wrestling drafts
offense
as well.
ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series.
And the Way
but what would be
brothers.
even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
It's a run.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hey, McBride. I need you to run, bro.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, I'm really lucky that wasn't a safety, bro.
Deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area. And
I can't wait to get my players back.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
I'll be comfortable going for
9
it.
on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I said going for it, not punting it.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Rolling to his left. And bulldozing his way through. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another complete.
Touchdown from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to go for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second
He
score
overshot him
here in the 3rd quarter. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle
That's
third. He
what they
couldn't
did.
catch it. Now third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of it. Whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is fielded at the 27.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start with a give to Connor. Breaks through the contact. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter.
First down, Murray.
That pass completed to Dortch.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. They're not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl
touchdown, Cardinals!
Trey McBride
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Cardinals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
He's thrown like 4 picks. He has no protection.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem
And
like
this
a
is
distant
without
memory.
any of my starters.
And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They lead big.
3
and a major
picks.
part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they get it.
Hopefully they draft a wide receiver in the first round.
40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this.
He doesn't have a
inside
legit
the
number
30.
one other than
Good
Kelsey.
yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Yeah, Antonio.
Now Mahomes.
Ah, shit.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
I'll give it to them.
Rice, 28 yards. And the Chiefs get a small
That was
measure
good.
of revenge
I'll give
as
that to
they
them.
cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got his man, it's Dortch. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Murray going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now here's Mahomes. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
The offense on third down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, his 2nd sack of the night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. He has 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's...
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
And here comes Dortch on the return.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Okay, Taylor's back in.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Murray now.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean,
and the Chiefs are going to get him.
They'll go in they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message?
Well, I want to
if
thank
you're
you
a
guys
coach
for
for this
watching.
final
Please be
drive
sure
in
to
a
like and
lopsided game
subscribe.
like
We will
this?
either do
For a lot of coaches,
the off season with
don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
the
forward.
Rincon draft and the
Realize how poorly
whatchamacallit,
everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal.
spring training.
And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling
no,
again.
you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up
Either
with this team again.
tonight after the pay-per-view or
He's
tomorrow
gotten past the 30 before he's hit and
or
dropped.
Thursday.
One final try from Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And they get him down, but not before
And I'll see you guys on the next one.
across the 40-yard line. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality.
Thank you, Antonio. Now is where we get to the draft with the Rincon kids, including myself.
Your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Okay, who won MVP? He's gonna retire, isn't he? And we're going to look at all this stuff on the next episode. I'll see you guys in the next one.